Na nem baj. Annyira azért nem fog hiányozni.
What happened?
I fought the Nazis for 2 years, up there in the sky, over Europe. And I never set foot in a field hospital. 3 years later, I crossed the street without looking. And look at me now.
What happened to all of them?
Zhukovsky died the same day they injured Dunn. Dunn received an honorable discharge and came home. He quit boxing and opened his gym. Mitchell was redeployed to a field hospital. Spano and I continued in the same unit, but nothing was ever the same. You see what I meant with the last day of summer. And after the war, well, who the hell cares?
I do. What happened to Spano?
Well, you've seen the billboards. He made it big time. When I was forced to retire, I got him some advertising deals. That's how I founded this agency. But then, something happened to him. He became sullen. He fell out of shape, and slowly but surely lost touch with reality. He withdrew from public life and broke off our friendship. Haven't heard from him in, 3 years? And believe me, I've tried to contact him.
What happened to Mitchell after the war?
Mitchell? Who knows? We lost touch. I hope he's doing well.
I think I saw Mitchell not too long ago, but I can't remember where.
Seriously? Please try to remember. I'd love to hear from him again.
I'll do my best.
Akkor lehet, hogy tényleg az a
You think
kórházban vele
Spano might have been
találkoztunk.
involved in Dunn's death?
Spano? No way. He and Dunn were always... Well, Spano's changed so much that it's hard to say. Allow me to double your wage. You have to find the murderer. Maybe Dunn stayed in touch with Mitchell or Spano. Maybe even with both. But he never told me anything. Maybe Sonia knows.
I doubt it. But that's not the only question I've got for her. May I?
Hogy miért homályos ilyenkor a kamera? Fogalmam nincs.
Yes?
Sonia,
No, she's not here. Who's calling?
where is she? You know, it's dangerous.
Have you ever wished you'd never been born?
What? Luckily, that has never crossed my mind.
Then you can't help me. First time was right after moving to New York. I hated my mother. She was the reason we moved from the countryside and the smell of freshly mowed grass to this dirty city and the smell of medicine. Her medicine. The second time was after she died. I hated myself for having hated her before, for not having loved her enough. The third time was when my father shut himself off. I hated him for that, for abandoning me, for giving in to the booze. Now he's dead, so take a guess.
You've realized just how much you really loved him.
I guess so. But that's not the worst of it. The problem is I don't know how to live without hating him. Over the last few years, everything I've done was meant to push my father far away. To avoid being like him. To avoid making his same mistakes. Without him, I just don't know who I am. And you won't even let me hate Bobby, which might actually help me.
The more you hate, the worse you feel.
You think I don't know that? I need someone to blame. Without that someone, I have only myself to hate.
I'll find the person who did this. I promise.
Let me have my doubts. Although, you've already come so far. I'm sorry I haven't been a little more grateful.
In any case, you shouldn't hate yourself. You are... No, you have such good qualities.
Mindent
You're
rámondom.
kind, smart,
Pozitívan.
and beautiful.
Are you really trying to flatter me now?
No,
Ó, bazd meg.
seriously, I didn't mean to... Sorry.
Anyway, can we just drop the subject? Did you go to my father's apartment?
Yes, the thief went there before coming to the gym, which leads me to believe he didn't find what he was looking for.
And what was he looking for?
That's what I intend to find out, with your help. I found a picture taken during the war.
The Olympic Five.
Did you meet any of them, besides your father and uncle?
Well, Uncle Tim actually isn't my uncle.
No?
He and my father loved each other like brothers. Did he tell you that he saved his life?
Your father saved Thorpe?
They were flying over Brittany in a 3-unit fighter plane. Zukovsky was the pilot, my father was the co-pilot, and my uncle manned the machine gun. Suddenly, enemy fire killed Zukovsky and injured my father, which is why he never boxed again. My uncle jumped out of the gun turret, ran to the cockpit, and managed to pilot the plane to safety. Oh, the times my father told me that story. And now...
Did you ever meet Spano? What can you tell me about him?
I think I saw him once, but I was just a little girl. I think my uncle turned him into a star. That was a long time ago.
I found a baseball glove with Spano's autograph in your room.
Oh, I've never seen it. My father must have put it there, although I don't remember him having a signed glove.
Did you ever meet Mitchell, the doctor?
Mitchell? The lizard? No, never.
Na, valóban
Why?
gyék volt.
Nothing. I think I've seen him somewhere. I saw your old room.
That's embarrassing. Stop, or I'll end up hating you.
Aha. Picsába. Nem,
I'm also a fan of Frank Papalia.
Oh, yeah, the poster. I only liked him because my father thought he was too modern.
It's odd that there are practically no toys or memories of your childhood in the room, except for a small music box.
That box? It might just be my last happy memory. It's from before my mother got sick and we moved here. I loved reading stories about pirates. So my father drew a treasure map for me. I searched the whole house, one clue at a time. It led me to this enormous tree in the yard where Daddy had put up a tire swing. X marks the spot, so I dug to find my treasure. I loved the music it played, the ballerina and the little secret compartment. Oh, the secrets I kept in there.
I think it's the first time I heard you call your father Daddy.
Really?
Did the abacus
Megkérdezem
inspire
el.
you to dabble
Már
in
ezt is-
finances?
The most useful gift anybody has ever given me.
Most fogalmam sincs melyiket.
A gift from your mother?
From my Uncle Tim.
Persze,
He
nem
used
a
to say that in
helyest
this day and
választom.
age, a woman should know how to count. My father didn't agree, but he didn't oppose it either. People thought he was a liberal because of his attitude towards racial issues. But at home, things were different.
Ah,
Your father sold his apartment. The new owners move in 2 weeks.
What?
I'm sorry. I think he used the money to buy a new place with Mary Purnell. You'll have to talk to her sooner or later.
Yes. I guess I owe it to my father in spite of it all.
Are you cold?
A little. Maybe I should go.
Yeah, it's getting late.
Anyway. Thanks for the company.
ó,
I knew I was looking at a solution, but what exactly needed solving?
hol van az a gyík? Ez az orvos gyík.
Maybe Dunn used the same hiding place once more. I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bluster while they fight each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy.
Már megint a space, hát beszarok.
Personally, I prefer to save my breath for the final roar.
Fogalmam sincs, hogy kell ezt nyomkodni, úgyhogy mindig sikerüljön. Tehát így.
I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bluster while they fight each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy. Personally, I prefer to save my breath for the final roar.
Nyomom az eset is amúgy. Normális időben, meg normálisan.
I'll never understand why
És mi-
detectives and criminals bluster while they fight each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy. Personally, I prefer to save my breath for the final roar.
Ezt, nem tudom, ezt a játékot esküszöm abba hagyom. Miért nem sikerül, mikor normálisan nyomok mindent? Az eset is most megnyomom.
I'll never understand why
És egyszerűen
detectives and
így is
criminals
leesek.
bluster while they fight each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy.
Hát,
Personally, I prefer to save my breath for the final roar.
ezt nem hiszem el.
I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bluster while they fight each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy. Personally, I prefer to save my breath for the final roar.
És miért van az, hogy a második space biztos, hogy nem sikerül, de mégis meg kell csinálni.
I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bluster while they fight each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy. Personally, I prefer to save my breath for the final roar.
Egyszerűen nem tudom olyan gyorsan. Ez nem, ilyen nincs.
I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bluster while they fight each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy. Personally, I prefer to save my breath for the final
Nem
roar.
akarom most abba hagyni, hát nem hiszem el. Miért? Miért? Mit csinálok rosszul?
I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bluster while they fight each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy. Personally, I prefer to save my breath for the final roar.
Ki agyász talál ki ilyet, hogy bármit csinál az ember, egyszerűen nem lehet túl jutni rajta. Egyrészt, másrészt meg az, hogy két olyan mozdulatot kell megcsinálni, egyáltalán nem is működik. Hiába nyomom az est, nem lehet kikerülni az, hogy lelökjön, és hiába nyomkodom a space-t, így is úgy is lecsúszik a másik keze is, és mind a két keze a végén. És az még ugat is közben a macska. El se hiszem, bazd.
I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bluster while they fight each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy. Personally, I prefer to save my breath for the final roar.
Most nem akarok még 3-4 órán keresztül ezzel pöcsölni, hát nem hiszem el, egyszerűen.
I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bluster while they fight each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy.
És újra előről pedig már átértem rajta, és nyomtam a kibaszott alt is.
I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bluster while they fight each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy. It's not the lack of credibility in the screenplay that bothers me. Plus, it's actually pretty handy. I wish this one had talked.
Nem akarom elérni. Kurva életbe.
I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bluster while they fight each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy.
Vagy van egy bizonyos időpont, amikor meg kell nyomni, ezt nem is értem.
It's not the lack of credibility in the screenplay that bothers me. To be fair, reality bothers me much more. I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bluster while they fight each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy. It's not the lack of credibility in the screenplay that bothers me. Plus, it's actually pretty handy. When a crook talks to you in the middle of a fight, you know you're up against a rookie.
A bűnös picsába. Volt már ASD, és mégse a dupla jön. El se hiszem.
I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bluster while they fight each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy. It's not the lack of credibility in the screenplay that bothers me. Plus, it's actually pretty handy. When a crook talks to you in the middle of a fight, you know you're up against a rookie. And if he doesn't even say, "Help me, please,"
Ne. Leránt ez a szar. Ne, és most remélem, hogy ez nem gond, hogy hagytam meghalni, mert megőrülök. Bár nem hagytam, de hogy most se fogadta, hogy teljesen körbe ment a kör.
What did they say?
Jó, nem halt meg.
nothing serious. I lost another one of my 9 lives. Oh, this hurts.
Got many left?
I'm in the red. You hasn't woken up yet?
Nope. We're gonna be here a while. Vulpine, 7 letters.
Devious?
You think that's the same thing? I don't know. Sounds a bit off to me.
Nem 6 betű volt? Jézus. Nem tudom. Ezt néztem előbb is. Egyéb nyom nincs. Hát mégis van, csak nem... Ez most komoly, hogy... Ennyi. Esküszöm, ezt újra töltöm, mert fogalmam sincs, hogy ez most mi.
What did they say?
Nothing serious. I lost another one of my 9 lives. Oh, this hurts.
Got many left?
I'm in the red. You hasn't woken up yet?
Nope. We're gonna be here a while. Vulpine, 7 letters.
Cunning?
C-U-N-N-I-N-G. It fits. I hope it doesn't throw anything off.
Oké, ez az egyetlen lehetőségünk. Most nyomok egy entert. Hangyál szóra, szardinia szagú. Nagyszerű. Ennyi volt az összes opciónk. És ennyi. Mást egyszerűen nem tudok csinálni. Nem létezik semmi más, nem lehet semmit csinálni. Nyomok egy entert. Hát... Nem tudom. Na, legalább ott a szekrény, hát ha az valamit segít. Jó, én voltam a béna, mert kínlottam ezzel a fekvő csávóval. Jó, ez mondjuk,
Yep,
hogyha...
looks like you were right with cunning. What are you looking for?
Nothing. Will he live?
He'll live.
So what have you found out?
Randall Lee. Apparently in love with our penitentiary system, judging by the frequency of his visits. Theft, assault, extortion, minor things of the sort.
Any partners?
Always works alone. He's never ratted out his employers, provided they exist. Did you find anything? Is this our man? Do you have proof?
Looks like we know who tore his pants following Clarice Freeman up to the rooftop. His pants have a tear in them. I found a piece of that same fabric at the gym, on the stairs that lead to the rooftop where we found the second body.
Makes sense, but how many pairs of ripped pants are walking around New York City? I don't call that evidence.
Jó, mondjuk valamilyen szinten igaza van. Szóval ez nem egy normális nyom. Viszont ez... hát... Aha, nincs itt a... Nincs itt az éjszakú... Szardénia szagú zsebkendő, vagy micsoda. Azt itt nem tudjuk megtalálni most. Most nem lehet váltani amúgy, egy másik nyomokat is meg tudjunk nézni. Jó, tehát nem vágom, hogy most... Igazából most ki se lehet lépni ebből. Nem... És nem lehet mást kiválasztani, csak ezeket. Aj már. Nem fogalmam sincs, hogy itt most tényleg mit lehet. Accessed. Aha.
The guy who broke into the gym in Dunn's place has a thing for sardines. Did you smell his breath?
Right. Because there's only one sardine fanatic on this side of the Hudson. I need something more.
Nagyszerű. De hogy ez a cipő, ez nem...
I saw footprints from those very same shoes next to both the gym murders.
Unless you're telling me that shoe is a limited edition, I'm gonna need something else.
Shit.
One of the thugs that attacked me the other night had a snout just like his.
I'm sorry, but you can't incriminate someone based solely on species. What else you got?
What more do you need? I've given you 4 pieces of evidence.
None of which are conclusive.
He tried to throw me off the rooftop.
Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. He's our man.
No, he's not our man.
Make up your mind.
He's just a puppet. Someone is pulling his strings.
Could it be Yale?
He's hiding something for sure, but I don't think he did it. By the way, was he discharged? His room is empty.
They let him out yesterday. He's in police custody now. You can tell he's an athlete. Made quite the comeback. Anyone else would have taken 10 times as long. Anyway, he better be fine. You know they've ordered me to escort him to Madison Square Garden on the day of the fight.
That's the first I hear of it.
Quick, what do you want? Good cop or bad cop?
I'm the bad guy. Good thing someone took out the trash.
Good morning, Mr. Lee. I assume you're aware that you're about to be accused of murder, and that thanks to the witness testimonies of Mr. Blacksad and Miss Dunn, your future's not looking too good.
Go to hell, you dog. If I choked you with a pillow, nobody would know. You should already be dead.
Blacksad, stay out of this. Remember who's the cop here. Maybe we can offer you a deal. We know someone hired you to kill Joe Dunn and Clarice Freeman. What do you have to say?
I'll call your bluff. You ain't got nothing. If you tell us who hired you, we'll help you.
Yeah, sure.
What can you offer me? How much is your life worth to you?
Don't pay attention to him, Mr. Lee. We aren't vigilantes. But we can significantly reduce your sentence.
You're pathetic. Is that why you never got in the police force, Blacksad? Did you fail the good cop, bad cop test? I won't say a word. And believe me, you stand to lose. Care for a piece of advice? If I were you, I'd fear for my life. I'm afraid that...
Whoa!
Fő, bazzeg.
Watch out!
Ó. Öcsém, hogy lettek ilyen szaranyomozós játékokhoz?
Whoa!
Watch out!
Na ne, így is eltalálták kutyát, vagy mi a szar van? Nem, jó.
Luckily, Smirnov's wound wasn't as bad as Randall's.
Eltalálták, csak nem volt olyan súlyos.
Unfortunately, the police found nothing on the nearby rooftops. Our best shot at finding the killer was gone, so I went back to my previous lead.
Hogy lehetek ennyire szaranyomozós játékhoz? Istenem. Ki tudtam volna hallgatni ezt a hangyás, sőt, hogy mi a neve ennek? És van az állatokat vágod.
It's from before my mother got sick and we moved here. I loved reading stories about pirates, so my father drew a treasure map for me. I searched the whole house, one clue at a time. It led me to this enormous tree in the yard where Daddy had put up a tire swing.
Hát ez... Az a kérdésem, miért ilyen nehéz elhúzni egy kis szaros fadarabot? Remélem megint space-es genyó, megőrülök. Nem.
Bing bang!
Hello, Smirnoff residence.
You're
Blacksad
dead!
here.
No, I got you with my lasso!
Can you quiet down, kids?
Dunn got killed for stirring the hornet's nest.
And you confessed your crime!
Kids, please.
He'd been investigating athletes for months, including Helen Moore and Al Stone, among others. Dunn's notes aren't all that clear, and I'm not sure what he was after. But I'd say we're facing a widespread corruption case.
Well, if you're right, that could be some dangerous evidence. Bring it here ASAP.
Sure, but there's something important that I need to finish first.
I wanted to follow a certain lead on my own before Smirnov had the chance to see anything. According to his notebook, Dunn had seen Craig Spano at Sam's diner just 4 days before his death.
Get out of here, pussy!
I have some questions for you.
Oh, well, maybe I don't have answers for a pussy.
It might have been easier to slap the information out of him, but I decided to trust in a universal truth. Everyone is guilty of something. You don't know who I am, right?
Don't know and don't care. Come on, spit it out.
I'm John H. Blackmore, Public Health Inspector.
Oh, yeah, right. There are some real freaks around here, so I have to be firm, you know? Have you eaten? Dinner's on the house.
After you answer my questions.
Sure, go ahead. Your call. Always at your disposal, Inspector. Ask away.
Fear turned him soft and made him talk. Sure enough, Dunn had been there a few days back with a chimpanzee who matched Spano's description. Apparently, the guy still lived with his father. Dunn said he couldn't stay there a day more. For the time being, he would move into his place.
Wait a minute. What does Public Health Services have to do with that chimp?
The chimp died of food poisoning,
But wait! He didn't even eat!
which is even worse.
Na most vannak új nyomaink.
Dunn had taken Spano to his place. I wanted to believe that when
Amit már
Randall
mindjárt
Lee
össze is
broke into the
köthetünk, remélem.
apartment, Spano fled to his former address. But where could that be?
Kinek hol lehet a lakása? Nem ez a majom a másik majomnak az apja? Ez lehetséges? Nem. Ja, hogy itt van, Spano egy ára volt. Akkor valószínűleg így lesz. Aha. Nem. Ó, nem ezt akartam. Szóval nem lehet, hogy ez ölette meg. Lehet, hiszem, hogy egy kemény boxoló volt, nem? És ezért ölethette meg, de ezek szerint mégsem jó, most sem. Bocsa, sok hülyeséget beszélek, de hát nehéz kitalálni néha ezeket szerintem. Ó, ezek. most igazából nem is az a kérdésem, hogy hol lakott ez a Spanó csávó. Ez eddig oké. Most ez így hogy kerül össze számomra? Na jó, nem baj.
If the living have rich and poor neighborhoods, so do the dead. In the mid-19th century, Greenwood became the resting place to the city's most distinguished citizens. Thinkers, scientists, writers, inventors, artists, businessmen, politicians, police officers, thieves, pimps, and murderers. Here lie the bodies of the soulless minds that raised New York from the ground up. Now you know where to go to become somebody in the Big Apple.
Na jó, hát akkor már ennyi volt. Kicsit sokat bénáztam ismét, de legalább sikerült haladnunk. Úgyhogy remélem esetleg, aki majd visszanézi ezt a videót, visszatér és élőben is esetleg rám pillant, rám néz. Úgyhogy minden jót nektek, további szép napot, és majd holnap ugyanebben az időpontban találkozunk.